you back. I'm going to the studio. All right, coming up, my pick of the show. This one is a big idea. I fell in love at first sight, and mainly it's because of the details. This is that kind of bag that's got the let me stop you on the street. I don't know you. I just need to know where you got the bag. Between the double stitching, the metal working chain detail in between that, the way the bag hugs your body, this silhouette is incredible because of its custom detail, but also because of the ways that you'll wear it and how you'll feel when you put these bags on. It comes home today for 6 easy payments of $43 and change. Today is going to be the last day of the entire month. You'll get to have that, and that's a big deal because even as we start March, we can't be guaranteed that we'd ever have easy pay on this bag again. And I encourage you that when you think about details like woven in leather with the exotic prints or choosings of the solid ones, go ahead and get to the phones. Visit QVC.com. We'll start with the one on your arm that is just radiating like arm candy like never before.
This is the denim leather. So you can
leather.
see how it really looks like denim, but it's actually all leather. So it's going to have the durability and softness of leather, and it's going to last you, but it's going to have all those custom details that I'm going to show you more about in a second there. Nice and slouchy hobo, comfortable on the shoulder.
Jealous. But
Then
not
you're going to
really.
have the lavender snake. The lavender snake is going to have those beautiful lilac purple undertones, an ivory base, embossed snake on top of that, and we'll show you, you can see kind of there.
Oh my gosh.
See how it's got that two-tone effect? So it's not only got that leather treatment with the black and lilac and ivory, it's also embossed, so you have that snake scale to it. Then you're going to have, this is going to be your only solid option next to the denim, that beautiful soft blue. The soft blue is going to be that beautiful pastel blue. It's a denim kind of looking blue. It's silver tone hardware on that one as well.
Oh my
That's going to be in the
gosh.
pebble leather. And then
detail.
Courtney's got it on her shoulder in that beautiful rose cobra. That's one of the custom exotics from my collection. Brand new for spring. It's trimmed in that beautiful rose colored pebble leather. You can see the way that that woven custom detail frames the bag through the center. And you can see how soft and slouchy this leather is too.
And like, let me just turn to the side really quickly, how comfortable it is to carry.
And talk about the weight, because for something that's got this much designer detail to it,
impressive.
hardware and detailing,
All right.
you would think it would be very heavy, but it's very light.
You guys are already loving this bag. The denim leather, very popular. Just to give you the size, 17 inches wide, 10 inches high, 2.5 inch depth, but the strap drop is actually going to be 12 inches. This weighs a little over a pound.
It's crazy.
A little over a pound, and we're talking about custom
very,
leather.
very light.
Well, let's talk about the details of this, because this is that one thing that I thought, honestly, this is that bag, and I said it at the beginning of the show, that's black label from Aimee Kestenberg, that has details that honestly, if you saw it anywhere else, you'd be embarrassed to ask the price. I mean, because you would just think it was so far out of your reach, but then you take a look at that $43 on Easy Pay.
I'm so glad
idea.
our ladies can get that here. This bag, to be quite honest, should be 3 times this price. It just,
We
based
know
on
somebody that knows somebody that knows
we have
Aimee.
connections here at QVC, so we make it happen for our ladies at home. But yes, this bag is a very, you know, my background's originally in couture.
Yeah.
And this type of detailing that I've done before in some other brand names that I can't mention, forget about it. This would be 3 times the price. I'm going to show the details on the one because it looks so good on your shoulder.
We have to, I'll keep it here, but if you can visit QVC.com, our phone lines are blowing up. You can actually text your order, and you can actually use our app to place your order as well. But please know the Easy Pay disappears at midnight.
So first of all, we start with this hand-woven chain detail. I wanted to create jewelry for the bag. I wanted to have some sort of chain detail that was embedded into the bag. So what I did is I built in the chain and then whip stitched every chain link into the bag, so that's almost like a second skin of leather to the bag. It glistens, so when it hits the light or the sun, it's gonna have this slight kind of glisten that a diamond kind of has to it, you know what I mean? Where you kind of capture the light. Then to frame that, I did the piping that frames that second level of the bag, and then whip stitched, you can see every section to kind of frame it beautifully. When you turn to the side, you can see you've got those double zip pockets on the side that go nice and deep, so you can get in there whether you're right or left-handed. I gave you those zippers on both sides of the bag so that you're really going to be able to get in on both sides.
There we go.
nice and easy to use. I love the way that the pulls actually hang and kind of make it so casual and free-feeling as well. And then look at this strap here. The whole shoulder, you've got double buckles. So I actually designed, this is a custom buckle for my collection. You're gonna have it on both sides to really frame that beautiful shoulder strap.
This is stunning.
It's all padded through the shoulder strap, so you can see it's got that padding to it. It's gonna be super soft and durable. You can see how it's malleable too, so it's gonna be soft when it falls on your shoulder. But then look at the way that leather just slouches, because you would think that a bag like this would be really, really stiff, but the denim leather is, all the leathers are crazy, crazy soft.
This is just that kind of bag that you feel like you'd walk into a department store and everybody would know you were working with the stylist. Like this was a curated collection for somebody that wanted really eclectic, expensive looking things with incredible detail that doesn't have a budget.
For sure.
And I have to ask you, like when you're designing this bag as we go over the colors, I mean, were you looking at it thinking, oh no, was this only couture? Like, would anybody be able to afford this bag?
When I designed this bag, I did have
that moment,
doubts
like,
that I wouldn't be able to hit a price point that was going to be really affordable.
Yeah.
But we made it happen. We worked hard to get that price down, so without sacrificing any design.
And just remind us again, I mean, coming from couture, being one of the youngest designers on Forbes under 30 list, you said at the beginning of the show, take a look at that price easily. How many more times should this be?
Probably about 4 times.
4.
That's what it would be if it were where I had designed previously.
We won't name names.
I want to actually show you one other detail.
We'll just do multiplication tables
on here. So in the solid, what I love about the solid option and also in the denim, look at all these painted edges. Can you see all the seaming on this bag? Because this is, you know, it's a little tougher to see it because the prints are kind of, the exotics kind of have the contrast trim to it. But on the solids, you see all the handwork that's gone into it, all these painted edges. Even when you turn to the side, you can see every panel is cut, double stitched and painted to frame every single layer of leather here.
Every single layer of leather and detail and yumminess. I mean, between that chain detail that's interwoven between those double stitches, especially when you think about the exotics with the choices that you have today, it's almost like serpent-like, that kind of dimension, like the guardians of something serious and royal, but it happens to be over your shoulder. This handbag is empowering. This is that kind of handbag that you wait for, that you walk by so delicately and you're thinking, how could I drop a love note to the person that means the most to me for a 4-figure bag?
I feel like Courtney's on the cloud right now.
I am on, because I'm
She's
like,
she's gone off somewhere else.
How many times and how many ways would I have to tell Aaron Graves I loved him to justify a 4-figure bag? Well, he would look at me and say, sweet Cece, there aren't enough I love yous in the world for a 4-figure bag. And of course I would sulk and I would say, okay. But then I would look at Aimee Kestenberg and then I would find the same exact details, but for a way better price in a thing called Easy Pay for just a mere few dollars a day that looked like I went and lunched with girlfriends. But as it turns out, got a really good bag. And on that note, I want to go off to the phones because I think somebody got a really special bag. Beverly in California. I'm Courtney. This is the designer, Aimee Kestenberg. How are you?
Good morning, Courtney. I'm fine.
I'm glad to hear it. I hear you picked up our pick of the show.
I did. I picked the lavender snake.
Oh,
Aimee,
good choice.
What
Good
made
choice,
you go
Beverly.
for that, Beverly?
I don't know. It's so different. It just looks so summer. I don't know. And I can't wait. I'm going on a cruise in September, and I'm bringing it with me.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Aimee.
Can we come?
Yeah. Are we invited?
Can.
Well, Aimee, will
Have
you
a great time.
will
Thank
you
you.
tell Beverly kind of how you came about with that lavender snake? Because
Definitely.
Beverly, when you get it home, it is really abstract, and it's so funny how beautiful it is from far away, but yet beautifully different it is close up.
Definitely. I mean, this has got all those tones to it, so it's going to be really easy to wear with so many different looks because of the black and ivory kind of solid basis to it. But then it has that beautiful pop of the lavender. And Beverly, I'd love to know what you love most about the bag.
It's just striking. I don't know. I just turned QVC on 5 minutes ago, and I saw this bag, and I just had to have it.
I love it.
Well, Beverly,
You know how you feel.
there's going to be
Thank
a
you,
pep in
Beverly.
your step.
I can't wait for you to get this home and try it and wear it on the cruise and have all the other ladies looking at you like, where'd you get that bag? I need to know.
Maybe don't tell him. Maybe just keep it to yourself. All right, Beverly, thank you so much for
you
calling
have a great
in.
weekend.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You do
You
the
too,
same.
Beverly.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. You know, it's funny, I always joke, like, where'd you get the handbag? Don't worry about it. Because when you see these kinds of details, you automatically only assume that there were like 10 to choose from. Because when you see that amount of detail, anywhere else, there's no way they could order enough inventory to appease the customer. But because we know somebody that knows Aimee Kestenberg, we were able to get the most luxurious details in the most incredible bag. This is gonna be your rose snake.
I love the way that looks on you, but I think you need that one, Court.
You're gonna have to
Think you're gonna
pry
have
it
to-
from my hands.
I will speak to your husband and we'll make it happen.
She's had to tear a handbag away from me a time or two. We've got
The
the denim
denim
leather,
leather.
the light blue, and of course that lavender snake. It is A275-856. All right. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the Scott brothers are